Danger Dolan. So with Garrosh, Hellscream and the Horde posing a major new threat, Varian Wrynn sent Anduin to ask Jaina, the new leader of the Kirin Tor, to expel all the Blood Elves from Dalaran, since the old proverb of keeping friends close and enemies closer doesn't necessarily work when your enemy can stab you in the face at any time. But Jaina had this to say.
Come with me. Look around you a moment. In the aftermath of Theramore, my first instinct was to decimate Orgrimmar, to kill every man, woman, and child in the city.
Jaina.
I'm not proud. Since then, Kalecgos and I have talked at length about power and how it should be used. The Kirin Tor has a legacy of abuse. Kel'Thuzad turned his knowledge of the arcane arts toward necromancy. Kael'thas Sunstrider was also a student here, another of our fold who betrayed us. Every day I ask myself, what's the right thing to do? Anduin, you know more than anyone. It's important to separate the Horde from its people. The Sunreavers still operate within this city. Alliance and Horde work together. As long as we stay above the war, then there's hope for the world as a whole. I see our city as a beacon of light showing the way. If we can trust one another here, then there's hope for the rest of the world.
I understand. I'll talk to my father.
Thank you, Anduin.
Jaina's attempt at neutrality lasted roughly 2 minutes. A super powerful artifact from Pandaria called the Divine Bell was discovered and placed in Darnassus. It was fortified by magical defenses outside of Garrosh Hellscream's reach. But then the Divine Bell mysteriously vanished from Darnassus. Some shifty looking portals outside the city led Jaina back to Dalaran, where she discovered the Blood Elves had betrayed the Kirin Tor.
You've allowed Garrosh to move his forces through my city!
You have it all wrong, Jaina. I did nothing.
You looked the other way. You and your insubordinate kind are no longer welcome here.
This is our city too, Proudmoore.
I see. I will remove the Sunreavers by force then. You, Aethys, will be coming with me.
Jaina stormed through the city, imprisoning Blood Elves and killing those that resisted. Following this, she returned to inform Varian about what happened.
Jaina, has there been an attack?
The Kirin Tor was betrayed from within. I've handled the situation.
How?
I've purged the Horde from Dalaran. You have what you wanted, Your Majesty. The Kirin Tor belongs to the Alliance.
But you said that...
I know what I said. My trust was misplaced.
What of the Sin'dorei? The Sunreavers?
Those that surrendered are being taken to the Violet Hold. I make no guarantees about those who chose to fight.
Jaina, you need to talk to me before you act.
How I run the Kirin Tor is my business.
I was trying to negotiate with the Sin'dorei. I was opening discussions to bring them into the Alliance. By attacking their people, you forced their hand.
They chose their own path.
You've driven them back to the Horde.
You're fooling yourself. Once Horde, always Horde. I see that now. I'm mobilizing the Kirin Tor.
Jaina, we've got to work together on this. The Alliance must act as one.
Don't get soft on me, Varian.
The game has changed.
And this is a nice little role reversal, because before Jaina was trying to convince Varian that the Horde wasn't so bad, but now she thinks they're completely untrustworthy, and Varian's the one that wants to try and find peace. But anyway, Varian's son Anduin went off to try and stop Garrosh from using the Divine Bell, but instead received the bell to the face, shattering all of his bones, which would, naturally, only take a couple of months to recover from. Jaina, upon hearing this, swore to Varian that Garrosh would pay for the attack, which is how she ended up on Pandaria's Isle of Thunder with her new faction, the Kirin Tor Offensive. In addition to assaulting the evil Grimbad Thunder King's forces, she also sought to prevent the Horde from scavenging Thunder King equipment, which would be used simply to strengthen Garrosh's grip on Azeroth. At the foot of the Throne of Thunder, Kirin Tor Offensive came face to face with the Sunreavers, along with Lor'themar, the leader of the Blood Elves, and Aethys Sunreaver, whom Jaina had previously captured.
Hand over the Archmage, and I may yet allow you to walk out of here, Lor'themar!
Proudmoore! You will release my people from the Violet Hold, or I will cut you down myself!
Your people are legitimate prisoners of war. They orchestrated an attack on Darnassus from my city.
The Sunreavers knew nothing of Garrosh's raid on Darnassus.
Enough! There will be no more bloodshed today. I see now why your alliance and your horde cannot stop fighting. Every reprisal is itself an act of aggression, and every act of aggression triggers immediate reprisal.
They have undermined every attempt at peace.
Silence! You must break the cycle. It ends today. Here, the cycle ends when you, Regent Lord, and you, Lady Proudmoore, turn from one another and walk away.
Rangers, lower your weapons.
Very well. We will stand down.
They killed my husband.
This won't bring him back. But know this, Blood Elf. There can be no peace while Hellscream is war chief of the Horde.
That is precisely why I wish to conserve our strength today.
Both parties walked away, peace was maintained, and soon, both the Horde and Alliance marched upon the gates of Orgrimmar. At the Vault of Yasaj, Jaina once again ran into Lor'themar to find that Garrosh, now crazy with power, had left behind his axe Gorehowl. She told him to stay out of the Alliance's way as they assaulted Garrosh's forces.
Come, heroes! Through the portal! The siege of Orgrimmar begins!
And then finally, once Garrosh is defeated regardless of whether the Alliance or Horde does it, Jaina urged Varian to go one step further.
Look at them. Already they plot against us. Seize this moment, Varian. Dismantle the Horde.
But despite Jaina's suggestion, Varian let the Horde go. In one last bit of quest text, Jaina reveals her regret that another war chief could be crowned. What if Vol'jin pulls another Garrosh a few years from now? And that's the story so far. In the upcoming novel War Crimes, Christie Golden reveals Jaina and Kalecgos might be having some relationship issues. Trouble in Blue Paradise, she calls it. If you'd like to find out what happens to her next, I suggest you read the book, due to be released June 2014. That's it for this Lore Box. Have a good one.